Group 5. Welcome to our video. In this video, we will show you about some cultural food differences of each country, especially between Vietnam and Czech. Before we get started, we want to introduce a person to you. He is Vietnamese Czech. He was born in Czech and has just returned to Vietnam for a few months. He will help us better understand this difference. And now, let's see what the difference is. In Vietnam, people often go to traditional markets a lot. It seems they go daily to buy new and fresh food on the day and cook meal for the whole family. They eat, drink, and talk happily together. This happens every day. After working hours, family members will sit at the table and have a meal together. They tell each other a lot of things that just happened to them or talk about something during the meal. This has become a cultural aspect of Vietnamese family's meal.
So usually yes, because we just like talking a lot, and so usually we talk about our days and for example my work or like my cousin's school or something like that.
Yes, the Vietnamese people is too. When we have a meal, we usually chatting with my parents or my friends because we think it is useful to share everything and it make people closely.
I agree, but I think that in Czech, people don't eat with their families as much as here. So I think I don't know, but I think that here you eat with your family every day, but in Czech Republic usually we eat together like once a week, maybe on Sunday. Yeah. Because usually we're outside at work, at school, so we don't have time during the day, and in the evening everyone eats at a different time.
In Czech, people are quite busy that they rarely have time to prepare and cook food every day for the whole family. They have their own works, so they rarely have a meal with their family. They prefer spending time on work than caring about what the food they eat. They often have a quick meal and go back to their work. According to Hofstede Cultural Dimension, Czech belong to region. They tend to be busy and region themselves by strict social rules. In this aspect, Vietnam totally different from Czech. Vietnamese people give prominence to family meal and enjoy happy time. So Vietnamese people belong indices of Hofstede Cultural Dimensions. In Vietnam, in the same country of some Asian such as Korea, Japan, Vietnamese people also use chopstick in almost their meal. They recognize that using chopstick quite easy to take the food to their bowl and to enter the mouth. But different from some country abroad, Vietnamese people usually use the same sausage bowl, soup bowl, and dishes, and they pick up food for each other the meal. They suppose these things so that everyone will cozy and close and through thick and thin.
How do you feel when you use chopstick?
So I learned how to use generally in Czech Republic, you have a spoon, you have a fork, and you have a knife. So you use the spoon to eat soup,
Soup, yes.
and you use fork and knife for everything.
In Czech, people usually use knife, spoon, and fork in the meal. They use spoon to eat soup and can use knife for many things. They eat their own diet and think that eating like that will be cleaner. According to Harvard Cultural Dimension, Vietnam belongs to collectivism country and Czech is individualism country.
Do you have any difficulty or memorable memories in the style of eating Vietnam?
I wouldn't say it's a difficulty, but there's one thing that I think is interesting. That in Vietnam, I noticed that when people eat in restaurants, or they are very messy. They eat something and they throw it on the ground. They throw it on the table. Like for example, when people are eating shrimp, like in Vietnamese it's tôm. When they're eating shrimp, they break their heads and the heads they throw it on the ground.
I think it's very dirty.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is. But it is so. I don't know why people do that here. Okay, that's a little bit strange. But other than that, I don't have any difficulties.
Okay.
Oh, I do have one. So because I'm a guy, and when men go out eating together, they drink a lot. They drink a lot of alcohol, right? And they do a lot of like một hai ba, so they do that all the time. I think that's a very Vietnamese thing, like that they pressure each other into drinking more.
Do you think it's very noisy?
It is very noisy. It's super noisy. Yeah. Usually in Czech, people are very quiet when they're in a restaurant. They're quiet and calm. There's no shouting. It's not a bar. It's not a club, right? Here, when you go to a restaurant.
In short, both countries have their own interesting characteristics in their culture. These differences in eating style present for each country have characteristics and lifestyle.